Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. So today's video is going to be a quick and short one. This is just going to be my Shop My Stash. I have already put my products that I used for the remainder of the month of December, and I've already put them back into my collection, so I'm just ready to pull in some new products for this rotation. I will say that I'm so sorry that I am really late on posting this. I do try to do Shop My Stash bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks, but with going back to work, with starting school again, and just after the new year, it's always really tough to kind of get back into the swing of things. So I do apologize, but I do believe from now on I should be able to be pretty consistent with uploading every 2 weeks and starting new rotations. So I will say that I have already jotted down what I want to use. So this video is going to be pretty short, but I still wanted to do it with you guys because I know that you guys really like these Shop My Stash videos. So let's go ahead and get started. So for primer, I do want to use my ColourPop 4th Ray Beauty Acai Face Milk. I'm sorry if the lighting is dark. It's a pretty cloudy day here today. I have my blinds open and everything, but it's just a little dark. But this is very hydrating, and it's been pretty cold here in San Antonio, and so I feel like this would be the perfect time to use it. I do enjoy the product, but again, it's pretty heavy on the skin since it is very hydrating, so I figured right now would be the perfect opportunity to use it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this one in for my primer. I also wanted to get some use out of my mini primers. So this is my Becca Skin Love Brighten and Blur Primer. Really do enjoy this one. It's a good smoothing primer, and I tend to neglect my minis, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this one in for a blurring primer option. So that is going to be all for foundation, or excuse me, for primer. Now we can go ahead and get into foundations. So the foundation that I'm wanting to use is this one from Dose of Colors. This is the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation. It's just been a really long time since I've used this one, and so I thought I'd go ahead and give it some love. I've really been enjoying, you know, hopping between different foundations that are in my collection. So I'll probably use this one, but also some other ones throughout the 2 weeks as well. By the way, I do wear the shade 110 Light in case you were curious. So for concealer, I did just upload my Partners in Cream introduction video. So I do have 2 concealers that are currently in that project. It's the Yensa concealer and my Milani one. So definitely be sure to check out that introduction video. I will have it here in the cards for you to check out. So I am focusing on trying to finish those 2 concealers up. But I also purchased this concealer recently. This is the Rare Beauty concealer. I so far am not super impressed with it. I still have time to return it to Sephora if I'm completely you know, unconvinced. So I'm gonna keep testing it out. I have the shade 170W, and I think that's part of the problem. I just don't care for the shade. They didn't have a lot of neutral undertone shades, and that's usually what I lean more towards. So I'm going to just use this one just to get more of my thoughts on it, I guess, and then decide whether or not I want to keep it or if I want to go ahead and return it to Sephora. And I did want to say that I did purchase this one because I did finish up one concealer during my 12 Pans of Christmas project, so I wanted to go ahead and purchase a new one, and I was interested in the Rare Beauty one. But if it doesn't work out and I end up returning it, I don't think I will purchase another concealer just because I have so many that I really need to go through. This is the Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder. I have hit pan on this one, and honestly, the packaging is also about to break. So I do want to try to just use this one up, and once I expand the pan enough, repress it, and then really try to just knock it out. This is more of like a finishing powder for me, or a touch-up powder. I don't usually get too oily, but I feel like this powder does a good job at just setting the makeup once again throughout the day as a touch-up, but not leaving my skin too dry. So I'm going to be pulling this one in. And then for my translucent like setting powder, I do want to use this one from Marc Jacobs. This is the, I always forget the name of this one. This is the Finish Line Perfecting Coconut Setting Powder. I did get this one at TJ Maxx or Marshall's a while back, and I haven't used it since then, so I just wanted to go ahead and pull this one in and get some more use out of this one. For bronzer, I do want to use this one from Wet n Wild's. This is the contour makeup stick. I have the shade Oaks on You, and this one I love a lot, but it tends to get overshadowed by my Milk makeup one, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one in, especially since I have a liquid blush in the Partners in Cream project that I'm trying to use. So there are gonna be some days where I'll just use fully cream products, and you know, I do want to use this one again. For my powder bronzer option, I do want to use this one from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline City Bronzer. I do have the shade 200, and this is just one that I feel like tends to get neglected. I feel like I don't use it a lot, so I do want to pull this one in and get use out of it. Then for blush, I do have my NARS liquid blush in the shade Orgasm in my Partners in Cream project, so that's going to be one of the blushes that I'm focusing on. I'm trying to use that one 10 times. Again, be sure to watch my Partners in Cream project intro video so that you know what I'm talking about. But I do have that one, but I did want to also bring in a more nude blush that's not so pink and a little bit more appropriate for day to day. So I do want to bring in this one from Bare Minerals. This is the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Blush in the shade Let's Go Nude. This is just a perfect nude blush. It's really nice for every day, and it goes with so many different eyeshadow looks and lip colors and things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring that one in for a more nude blush option. For highlighter, I am wanting to pull in from my minis again. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Opal. And I just tend to neglect my minis, like I said earlier about my primers. So I'm gonna try to use this one for the next 2 weeks and just get some more use out of it. For eyeshadow, I do want to use this one. This is the Too Faced Born This Way, the Natural Nudes eyeshadow palette. I have not used this one in a while, and I was looking at it in my like eyeshadow palette collection video, and I was like, man, I really need to pull this one in and give it some more love. And I will say I'm going to be using this one as well as my Dusty palettes, because I feel like I've really been neglecting those palettes, the ones that I'm trying to just hit usage on them. That's another video that I have on my channel. But anyways, I'm going to be using this one. I think it's perfect for every day, work appropriate, everything like that. So that's going to be my eyeshadow palette for the next 2 weeks. So I have already put in all of my makeup products. I'm really happy because it's not overflowing like it usually is. So I'm happy about that. And then over here I have my concealer, foundation, powder. That's that NARS blush. And then of course I have my Too Faced palette over there. So that is everything. I'm super happy that this was a shorter video. I feel like sometimes my videos can tend to get a little bit long. So thanks for bearing with me and continuing to be patient with me. But that's going to go ahead and wrap up this video for my Shop My Stash rotation for the next 2 weeks. And I will go ahead and see you in my next one. Bye.